It's May in Indiana. You know what that means? The Indianapolis 500 is right around the corner. And we have a whole riding season ahead of us. Welcome to Steel Horse. I'm Steve Reeves. On this week's show, we went to Whiteland for the Cancer Sucks ride. And you talk about something that sucks, it was pouring down and raining. But we had quite a few bikes show up. For all of us that's been around for a while knows about the Eclipse Band and how much they've helped the biker community. Well, Mike Donaldson had a fire last winter, and people got together to help him get back on his feet. We'll have that and much, much more when Steel Horse returns. Be there. Steel Horse is brought to you by Indianapolis Southside Harley-Davidson, your Central Indiana Harley dealer since 1947. And by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Show off your bike every Wednesday night at Beale Street Bike Night. Enjoy great drink specials and rock out with live bands performing both indoors and out. Here's who's playing this coming Wednesday.
It's sad, but bad things happen to good people.
And there comes a point where you need help.
After an accident, most people believe they'll be taken care of.
But you really can't believe anything until you talk with someone looking out for your interests.
At Leidendorf and Leidendorf, we have experience taking on high-profile cases and obtaining compensation for victims of injury, malpractice, and wrongful death.
And we want to be here to help you.
If you need help, call Leidendorf and Leidendorf.
Be one of the many. Get yours at Southside Harley-Davidson.
Motorcycle enthusiasts, does your insurance company sound like this?
Press 1 for homeowners, press 2 for auto, press 3 for flood, press
Heard
4
it
for
pays to
RV,
bundle?
press
You've heard
5
wrong. Don't get caught up in bundling blunders. Ryder Insurance is the only carrier that exclusively caters to the motorcycle community with competitive rates and no credit checks.
motorcycle, so there are 2 wheels then.
No more bundling blunders. Ride with Ryder. Visit Ryder.com.
Like I said in the open, we've got a whole summer of riding ahead of us. So why don't you go to the Southside Harley-Davidson calendar and find out something for you to do. The weather was horrible last Saturday, but a lot of bikers showed up to support the Cancer Sucks ride. They felt like a lot of people are going through a lot more than just riding in some rain. We're at the Johnson County Eagles for the 3rd annual Cancer Sucks ride. Let's check it out. You know, it's quite a turnout for the weather. Where are you going to take everyone today?
We're going to head out of here through the country over to Shelbyville and then down through the country through Franklin into Trafalgar. Back
You noticed outside it's getting a little bit brighter.
Yeah, and you know what? Cancer doesn't care what the weather is, so appreciate all these people coming out and supporting our cause.
How was your ride in this morning?
Wet,
Very wet.
A little painful.
Yeah, I bet people are wondering why we're inside right now. But
That's true.
It's a pretty big downpour.
Yeah, it was. But it's a good benefit, and helping the disease, fight the disease, makes it all worth it.
Now I notice you still have a lot of water on you. How far did you ride in today?
About 70 miles.
Wow. And hard pouring down rain.
Hard downpouring rain.
Did you have fun?
It was well worth the trip. It's cold.
Now I'll tell you what, with the weather being as bad as it is, you are awful excited today.
I am thrilled to do this. It's a great cause and everybody's affected by cancer, so.
That's true. You know, ever since I started doing this show 10 years ago, there's more and more survivors nowadays. And it has to do with rides like this and people and helping out in the charity.
Yes, exactly. And my husband's a survivor too, so this ride means a lot to me.
Betsy, it's good to see you here today.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much.
I'll tell you, you got such a great attitude right now, and coming to a ride like this must mean a lot to you.
It does. I've been looking forward to this for months. Ever since I found out in October, I knew the Eagles were having this ride. They have it every year, and I've been to it every year, so I couldn't wait.
I'll tell you what, you're really running around showing off everybody that new hairdo.
Yeah, it's something. It feels like a duck down. It's real soft.
Well, I'll tell you what, you be safe today and enjoy the ride. It's all about people like you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad for it, too. That Cancer Society does so much for people, and they're doing good things for me, too.
Did you stay dry this morning?
No.
You didn't? No. Now, were you sitting behind him? Was he blocking all the water?
I wasn't behind him. I was in the truck, and then he went to go get the bike.
That's pretty smart. Are you going to go on the ride, though, right?
We're going on the ride. Yes, we're going on the ride.
Yeah. So you just kind of tuck in down behind him. Let him get all the water.
4'9" and I'm 220, so she can get behind me pretty easy.
You'll make a good windshield. Now, the Plainfield Eagle Riders has something really neat going on. Tell me about it.
Well, it's actually all the Eagle Riders from the state of Indiana, Steve, that are involved. We are raffling off a 2012 Dyna Wide Glide with a 103 motor 6-speed transmission for the Riley Hospital for a mobile critical care unit, which is a state project of the Fraternal Order of Eagles here in Indiana this year.
Now, I know you guys have really been pushing this bike, and there's a lot of great response to it. Tell me, how can people at home, if they don't run into you guys, take a chance on this bike?
They can get to one of the Fraternal Order Eagles and ask them, Eagle Riders Group, if they have any tickets. If not, they can contact me at 317-839-8446 or at the Plainfield Eagles. Leave a message and I will get back with them and get them some tickets. We're only selling 5,000 tickets, and the drawing will be held June 22nd at 8 p.m. at our Eagle State Convention here in Indianapolis.
Okay, question for today. How many biker women does it take to dress another biker woman?
3 minimum. Too many.
Yeah, there's 3 and 1 just standing there. Now, did you look outside this morning and check the weather before you left?
Yes, I did.
And you checked the temperature?
Yes, I did.
So then why did you wear this shirt with all these holes in it? Because that's not going to keep you very warm.
Because I'm not going to ride on the ride particularly today, so I'm going to be inside.
Oh, so you're styling today and not going to re-ride?
Exactly, yeah.
There's something wrong with that picture.
Oh, really? Well, I'd love to be out there, but
you got holes in your sleeve and you can't go.
Exactly, and that's a little bit windy.
Now, I've been sitting over here watching you layer up. I mean, you put a bunch of clothes on for this ride.
Well, yeah, it's a little cold out there. It wouldn't be wet.
It's a lot cold. Man, that beard ought to help you a little bit stay warm, too.
It does. It keeps the air from coming underneath the helmet.
Now, tell me, what brings you on this ride today?
It's a good cause.
How many of them have you been on?
2. I was on last year's, and they had 116 riders. I hope they have more this year, but don't look like it. But
you know, there's a big turnout today for as bad as the weather is.
Yeah, there is.
You're a man of a lot of words, aren't you?
Yeah, it is.
Now, you know what? I used to have a rain suit like that when I was a little kid.
Yeah, I've had one since I was a little kid, too, just like this yellow slicker.
You know what? Who cares? They can see you, and you're going to stay dry.
That's right, and that's the whole point. Just stay dry and have fun, good time, be safe about it.
You know, you're just sitting back here in the corner trying to dry off, it looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty wet.
You still look pretty wet. That is a rain suit, right?
Oh, yeah.
it just looks wet.
It's wet.
But you be safe today and try to stay dry.
All right, we'll do that.
All right, now that it's all said and done and they got you all dressed, I need a nap because that was wearing me out just watching.
Wore me out too.
Now remember, May is Motorcycle Awareness Month, so it's all about safety. So let's check in with Jim Yaney on Safety 101.
Hi everybody, how you doing this week? This week we've got a special guest. Matter of fact, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Go right ahead, Sarge.
Good afternoon. I'm First Sergeant John Watson with the United States Police Motorcycle Team.
Sarge, what I want to know is, tell me about some of the violations you see with motorcyclists on the road out there.
Mainly during this time of year, spring, we start to see a lot of violations of riders that have had their motorcycles put up in storage for the season, a little rusty when they're coming back out. So the riding's not up to par, making wider turns or speeding. Some of the things else we look for are violations of the motorcycle handlebar height, registrations not being up to date, and those type of things.
What's some of the penalties for not having your motorcycle endorsement or riding an illegal motorcycle with the seat, with the handlebars too high and things like that?
If a violation, we come across a learner's permit violation, something like they can't fix on the spot, such as not having your helmet on or a passenger illegally, we will cite you and possibly impound your motorcycle.
All right. And another question now is, the last one I want to ask you while we're here is there a particular area in the state where there's more higher rate of accidents than opposed to the other parts of the state?
A study we did in 2009 from the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute located Brown County as the #1 county in the state for fatalities and crashes. A lot of those are due to fatigued drivers or intoxicated drivers. We'll see a lot of the drivers are going poker runs and stuff like that. They'll make several stops during the day, and by the end of the day they're a little bit inebriated, fatigued from sunlight and a lot of driving, which impairs their judgment and their skill and leads to a crash.
Well, speaking for all the motorcyclists, we appreciate the job you do. You guys do a great job out there. And now you say you're the commander of the motorcycle unit?
Commander of State Police Motorcycle Team, yes sir.
How many motorcycles have we got out there in the state police now?
We have 25 motors.
25 motors. Just better be careful out there. Sarge, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, until next week, I'll see you on the road.
If you've been injured in a car accident through no fault of your own,
Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you.
Don't believe you'll be taken care of.
Don't believe it will all work out.
don't believe anything until you've talked to us.
The risk is too big.
Accidents happen in a minute, but the impact can be lifelong.
You need an attorney to help you get the compensation you deserve. You need us. We're Leidendorf Law. Call us first.
Call 842-5800 or visit Leidendorf.com.
Be one of the many. Get yours at Southside Harley Davidson.
When I'm out on the track, I got to give it everything that I have. I need skill, reflexes, and coordination to win races. And it's really no different on the highway. And just one alcoholic drink can impair your ability to ride safely. So be responsible and know when to leave your bike parked and make it home safely. We're all here to have a little fun, but a DUI or wrecking your bike, well, that'd be just stupid. So ride safe, Indiana, and let's make it none for the road.
Now, if you've been around motorcycling for any length of time, you know all about Big Mike and the Eclipse Band. Well, last winter, Mike had a tragedy. Him and his wife, their house burned down. So today, this is the payback for all the great music and to help Mike out, get his house rebuilt. You know, Wally, we've been enjoying the music, all of us in the biking community, for many, many years now. How long have you guys been together?
About 38 years.
38 years, that's amazing. Well, last year, something happened to Big Mike. Tell us about it.
He had a house fire, lost a lot of his stuff, and he's back on the upswing now. And I'd like to thank everybody at this benefit for helping my brother out, and God bless y'all. Thank you.
You know, Mike couldn't be here till later on tonight because he had to play last night, and I talked to Mike the other day, and he wants to thank you. I understand you put this all together today.
Yes, well, I had some help from Bumper.
So what gave you the idea to do this?
Well, Big Mike from the Eclipse has literally helped thousands of people over the years, and I figured it was time for somebody to step up and help him and his family in their time of need.
Payback.
Yes.
Now, what brings you out to this event today?
Just a good cause, a lot of music, see a lot of people, just a good time.
And it's time to pay back to Big Mike and the Eclipse Band.
Definitely so.
Now, what brings you out today?
To support Big Mike Donaldson.
I'll tell you what, they've done a lot of great things for all the bikers, and we should pay them back even when there's not a tragedy in their family.
Yes, we should. We should. They're a great, awesome band.
Now, you're sitting back over here in the corner, them sunglasses on, being really cool. You enjoying the music?
Yeah, good music.
So what brings you out today?
The benefit.
It's good to see Mike and hang out with him and pay him back. Pay him back for all the good years and memories he's given to us.
Yeah, right on. You got that.
Behind every good hog roast is the guy that cooks the hog, man. I tell you what, this smells so good.
Oh yeah, I've been putting the love to this to about 6 o'clock this morning. We got the hog, chopped it up, put it on, been cooking all day, and it's ready to go. Ready for about 300 or 400 people to show up for us.
Looks like you guys are having a good time today.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Have you smelled that pig roasting out there yet?
I've been smelling it, blowing through here.
They're going to be serving it about any time. So why'd you come, to support Big Mike or listen to the music or what?
Actually, it was by happenstance. We just popped in and this was going on and we stayed.
Well, you're going to hear a lot of good music today.
Yeah, we've been listening for good music.
If people are going to put on a hog roast and like to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
It's Dan Davis. I'm on Facebook, Danny Davis, and then it's also Danny D Catering at 317-445-8169. Danny D, cooking with ease with low fees. Give me a call.
Now, you've been smiles all day. You having a good time?
Of course. It's great to come out and support Big Mike and the Eclipse Band.
Bumper, tell us the significance of this guitar.
Well, the deal is on this guitar here is that our brother Big Mike Donaldson from the Eclipse Band, he lost all his guitars in this tragic fire, and so we took it upon ourselves with the help of Kevin Franklin from Guitar Works, and we're going to give this guitar to Mike tonight, and we're paying for it through donations from all the kind people that's come to this event to help us out. And I'd like to thank Kevin from Guitar Works for making this happen. This is Mike's new favorite guitar, and he's played so many songs for us, and he lost so many memories. We're going to give him a new memory tonight with this guitar. Thank you very much.
Over the past 3 weeks, we've shown you some pretty interesting bikes that we found at the Idle George Museum. We have one more for you, so let's take a look. A lot of things to see here at the museum. This week's Bike of the Week is pretty special, and I'm with a pretty well-known character here.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Van Buren, Addie to my friends, which I hope we can become.
Yes, now tell me about this bike and about what you've done and what you've accomplished.
Well, my sister and I are traveling cross-country on our motorbikes, 5,500 miles from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, all the way to Los Angeles, California. And this is a bike, Indian Model F, with a Power Plus 1000cc twin. It is one dilly of a bike. On the smooth straightaways, it can go up to 60 miles per hour. And I say that from experience because my sister and I have been known to race each other when we come across those smooth straightaways. Unfortunately, Steve, there aren't a whole lot of smooth straightaways in 1916 once you get out of the city limits. You see here this rear leaf spring suspension. This leaf spring rear suspension, and that saved my keister from a lot of those rough roads. And we actually summited Pikes Peak during our journey. We went all the way up 14,110 feet, and that was one dilly of a ride. We were arrested outside of Chicago. The sheriff said that we were impersonating men, but we had explained to him they do not manufacture motorcycle clothing for women. And what would he have us wear? Our ankle-length skirts and our lace blouses? I don't think that would have fared very well when we took our spills. But it's one dilly of a bike, the Indian Model F with a Power Plus 1000cc twin. Around for less than 12 months while we took our journey, and it already broke almost every speed record that there is.
Here's Mark Leidendorf with this week's Leidendorf Law Trivia question.
Good morning, Steel Horse fans. We're going to have a little fun with today's trivia question. What biker celebrity was interviewed by Steve Reeves on Steel Horse? Was it Justin Timberlake, Sonny Barger, Rush Limbaugh, or Rupert? The answer in just a minute.
Welcome home to Harley Davidson of Kokomo.
At HG of Kokomo, we put you first. How do we do it? Here at Kokomo, we give you access to Indiana's largest inventory of Harley motorcycles.
Our customers rate Kokomo's service department #1 in servicing their Harleys.
And HG of Kokomo has the area's best selection of genuine motor clothes for every member of the family, even pets.
Cruise by, we're nearby, just 25 minutes from the north side. Let Harley Davidson of Kokomo put you first.
Show off your bike every Wednesday night at Beale Street Bike Night. Enjoy great drink specials and rock out with live bands performing both indoors and out. Here's who's playing this coming Wednesday.
Indy West is the area's only Harley-Davidson Gold Bar and Shield award-winning dealer. The Gold Bar and Shield means we have the best selection of Harleys, including Indy West certified pre-owned.
We're open 7 days a week to serve you.
Only Indy West has express lane service, which keeps you out riding, not waiting. Harley rentals at Indy West are the ultimate test ride. Rent your dream machine before you buy. Get award-winning customer service and the best value anywhere.
You've been to the rest, come ride with the best. Indy West Harley-Davidson, exit 66 I-70 in Plainfield.
Welcome back, friends, to Steel Horse. Today's trivia question is, what biker celebrity was interviewed by Steve Reeves on Steel Horse? Was it Justin Timberlake, Sonny Barger, Rush Limbaugh, or Rupert? The answer is Sonny Barger. Have a safe ride, and we'll see you next week.
let's take a look at the second installment of the Southside Harley-Davidson calendar. Well, that'll do it for the fourth show of the 2012 season. If you missed any of the past shows, go to stillhorsetv.com and click on past shows. We want to remind you to come out and see us at one of our bike nights and to ride safe and ride responsible. Be there. If you missed any part of today's show, you can catch us also on Comcast On Demand and the Still Horse YouTube channel, and of course on Facebook and the stillhorsetv.com. Still Horse has been brought to you by Leidendorf Law with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases, and by Indianapolis Southside Harley-Davidson, your Central Indiana Harley dealer since 1947. You know, we hate coming inside, but some days the weather is just really bad. Today I had a poor, I'm gonna start over again, okay? We hate shooting inside, but sometimes the weather doesn't allow us to shoot outside much. We're at the Johnson County Eagles for the third annual the Johnson County Eagles for the third annual cancer. We're getting a heck of a turnout for this. All right, here we go. Spell your name.
Spell my name?
Yeah, you know how?
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Behind every good. Wait, start over again. Ready? Wait, my nose itches. In this week's show, and all of us know. All right. And it's time to pay back. Wait a minute. Help him restock. Now, all of us that's a Brit. So a bunch of people got the bit. Like I said at the beginning of the show. Well, start over again. Ready? All right, here we go. Now remember, May is safety. And we have one more for you. And that's the truth. Well, that'll do it for the fourth show of the 2012 season.